I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
The K-pop world is once again abuzz with rumors circulating that BTS's V is considering a solo career outside of HYBE. This issue has become even hotter after reports emerged of internal conflicts and leaks of confidential documents involving HYBE's CEO. Is this the real reason behind V's desire to be independent? Or is there another fact hidden behind this scandal? HYBE management controversy and creative freedom. Over the past few years, HYBE has often been criticized for its management system, which is considered too restrictive of its artists' creative freedom. V, who is known to have a strong artistic vision, reportedly feels limited in developing his personal projects. Internal sources revealed that he has submitted several collaboration ideas and different music concepts, but often had to go through a long and complicated approval process. In fact, V reportedly felt frustrated because several of his solo projects were postponed for no clear reason. This has sparked speculation that he is starting to consider options outside of HYBE to realize his musical ambitions. Interest from foreign labels and tempting offers. The global music industry has long viewed V as one of the idols with the greatest solo potential. Several major record labels, including Columbia Records and Interscope, have reportedly offered lucrative contracts with promises of complete creative freedom. Interestingly, these rumors have grown stronger after V was seen meeting several times with top American producers, including Pharrell Williams and Max Martin. These meetings have sparked speculation that he is preparing something big outside of HYBE. Royalty and copyright ownership issues. One of the sensitive issues that is said to be the trigger for tension between V and HYBE is the issue of royalty and copyright ownership. Like many K-pop idols, BTS members do not have full control over the music they create. All copyrights and major revenues are still managed by the company. V, who is actively involved in songwriting and production, is said to want more control over his works. If he does choose to go solo with another label, he will likely demand a fairer royalty percentage, something that K-pop companies rarely give to their artists. Internal conflict and leaks of confidential documents. The scandal became even more complicated after news spread that confidential documents related to V's contract negotiations with a third party were almost leaked to the public. Several sources said that this was not an ordinary leak, but rather an attempt at sabotage from within HYBE itself. There are allegations that several parties within the company deliberately tried to manipulate the situation to prevent V or other BTS members from taking independent steps. If proven true, this could be one of the biggest scandals in HYBE's history. Support from other BTS members. Despite the tense situation, V reportedly still received full support from his fellow BTS members. RM, the group's leader, reportedly understood V's desire to explore his solo career further. Suga, who had already experienced freedom as a producer under the name August D, was also said to have given advice on how to balance group commitments and solo projects. However, on the other hand, there are concerns that V's decision to be more independent could trigger a domino effect on other members. If one person starts taking independent steps, it is not impossible that the others will follow suit, and this would certainly be a nightmare for HYBE. Fan reaction. Between support and concern. BTS fans are divided on the rumors. Most ARMYs fully support V's desire to pursue a solo career, as long as it doesn't interfere with BTS's activities. However, some are worried that this move will cause divisions or tensions within the group. Hashtags like Fachi, Let Taehyung Fly, and HYBE Respect EV have been trending on Twitter, showing how strong fans' support is for V's creative freedom. On the other hand, some more conservative fans hope that all members will remain loyal to HYBE in order to maintain BTS's unity. What's next for V and HYBE? The situation is at a critical juncture. If V does decide to become more independent, HYBE will have to choose between maintaining tight control or giving him more freedom in order to preserve one of their biggest assets. The worst-case scenario is if V chooses not to renew his individual contract with HYBE after BTS's military service ends. However, the best-case scenario is that both parties find a middle ground. where V can work more freely without having to leave the company that made him famous. The global music industry is currently witnessing a unique phenomenon where third-generation K-pop idols are starting to champion artistic independence. V is at the forefront of this movement, with his decision to take more control of his creative narrative reflecting the shift big in the Korean entertainment ecosystem. Analysts predict that V's move will set an important precedent for other idols who want to be artistically independent. Behind the scenes, industry sources revealed that there has actually been a quiet shift in power at HYBE in recent months. Several new creative executives who better understand the needs of young artists have begun to occupy strategic positions. This internal change is thought to be one of the factors that has allowed V to gain more freedom in his solo projects. Interestingly, several international producers who have worked with V have said that he has a very mature musical instinct for an idol. A Grammy Award producer even stated that V actually has a lot of experimental music material that does not fit BTS's sound, but shows extraordinary artistic depth. In the American music market, several major labels are reportedly watching the development of this situation closely. They see V's potential not only as a singer, but also as a trendsetter who can influence the global market. Several label executives have even openly expressed their admiration for V's ability to balance commerciality and artistic integrity. Meanwhile, entertainment business experts note that V's decision could actually bring strategic benefits to HYBE. By allowing its members to develop independently, the company can actually expand its influence into various segments of the music market that have not been touched by BTS as a group. Among hardcore fans, an interesting discussion has emerged about what the ideal relationship between idols and management companies should be. Many argue that the traditional K-pop system must evolve to meet the demands of the times, where young artists are now more aware of their creative rights. What is noteworthy is the response from fellow Korean musicians. Several senior artists such as Psy and Yoon Mirai have openly supported V's move to explore his boundaries. They see this as a positive development for the Korean music industry as a whole. From a business perspective, V's decision has had an unexpected impact. HYBE's stock value actually showed a positive trend after rumors of V's creative freedom circulated. The market seems to be responding well to the possibility of the company's transformation to be more artist-friendly. Observers of popular culture see this phenomenon as part of the natural evolution of K-pop. A new generation of global fans who value originality and authenticity are considered to be the driving factor for this change. V, with his unique charisma, is perfectly positioned to lead this transformation. Behind the scenes, V's management team has reportedly been strengthened with several new professionals who will be dedicated to his experimental projects. This move shows the seriousness of both V and HYBE in developing his solo side without compromising his commitment to BTS. What is interesting is the reaction from the global fashion industry. Several high-end fashion houses have begun exploring deeper collaborations with V, seeing his potential as a style icon who can bridge the gap between K-pop and avant-garde fashion. Conclusion: creative freedom versus group loyalty. This is not just a matter of contracts or royalties, but about an artist's right to develop themselves. V clearly has great talent and ambition, and it is natural for him to want to experiment further outside the boundaries set by HYBE. The big question is, will HYBE learn from this case and give its artists more freedom? Or will they maintain the old system that could lead to more conflicts in the future? One thing is for sure, the world is waiting for V's next move. Whatever his decision, I wish him and BTS the best.
I'm losing it, the noose it fits, I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip, you choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign.